There's one other good story in the vein of large disk drives, and somehow, right, some of the old disk drives were really large. At some point, there was a group in the mill that brought in a large disk storage drive for just, evaluation for experimental purposes. And I think this is probably the largest disk drive I have ever seen, will ever see in my life. The whole cabinet was about half the size of your typical office cube. It had a total of 12 platters that were 3 feet in diameter each. And they were mounted on a horizontal shaft, so there was this huge motor in the middle, and then 6 disks on one end, vertical, and then 6 disks on the other end. The heads were operated by hydraulic actuators, so the whole thing spun like this. And so they brought this thing in, at least, fortunately, they had the smarts to realize that this had to go into the basement onto a stone floor. If they had tried to put it on one of the upper floors, it would not have stayed there. And so they brought it in, they set it up, they unpacked it, they set it up, and they finally they got it powered up and spinning. And they thought, okay, you know what, it's time for dinner, let's go out and have dinner. And they came back an hour later, and they looked at it and realized that the drive was not quite in the same position that it had been before. Wait a minute, this thing has moved. How could it possibly move? You're right, the drive has moved in the room, and they thought about this for a while, and then they realized, oh, the drive has not moved. The earth has moved. Because they've been away for an hour, they had not put down the leveling screw, so it was just sitting on its wheels. And the gyroscopic forces were strong enough that the drive had stayed in the same position while the earth had rotated underneath it.